Hey everyone, it's Becky. I just have a design team project for craft supplies one to share with you guys, and it's altered birdhouse. One of those wood ones you can get at Joann's. I think for $1 or $2. I don't remember how much I paid for these. I got a whole bunch of them like once when I went there. So I made this to go with my little cake box, if you guys remember. This was my last DT project. So they are supposed to go together, and I'm going to give them to one of my friends. I'm going to be sending a rack out. So, and the person loves the romance novel, so I just made the birdhouse and the little cake box for her. So let me just put that back out of the way and show you guys kind of up close. Hopefully you guys can see it pretty good. I use a romance novel paper, and I just kind of cut it out to fit, like, you know, the shapes of the birdhouse. It actually wasn't too hard to do that. I just took a ruler and cut it, you know, and drew it and kind of marked a line where it was gonna go, and then I just cut it out. And then of course the sides wasn't that hard. I did try to do the crackle. Again, it hasn't been working out for me lately. I don't know what the deal is, but like, I don't know if you guys can really see that. Let me see if I can adjust my light again. There, hopefully that's better. So here on the bottom, if you guys can see, I had to like sand it just to kind of get the pink to show through. It's not really picking it up. And then what I did is I have some chalk edgers, and this is the dark bark, and I just went around the edges with it. You can't really, like right there, a little bit of crackle, not much. I did the Spun Sugar Distress Paint, and then over the top of that I did Antique White, and then I used the dark bark chalk edgers on the edges. And then the idea I got for the roof was from Miranda, which is Miss Liberty 25 here on YouTube. She did Easter egg tag for graphic 45, and she did like the ruffled papers, and I seen that, and I was like looking for, or kind of trying to find an idea or something for the roof, and I seen that, and I'm like, oh, that would be so great for my roof. So I just stamped the edges for my paper, and then I crinkled it up like she said, and glued it down to the roof. And actually I measured it because I cut it because I don't have very much paper left, and so I was trying to like cut everything in half, like my strips, and it was long enough until I got it wet. And so I ended up having to put down this lace right here, and this is from Craft Supplies 1. This little trim right here, and so I put it all around the edges, just kind of so you. I did paint a little bit of my edges on my birdhouse, but I didn't want it to look weird, so that's why I put the trim down. I thought it turned out really cute. So I did it all along there, and then I did it on the top and put this black halfback pearls from my stash down. And then, let's see, over here, or up here actually on top, these flowers, this one's from my stash, and this is a big rose. It's not really letting me, right there. My light is horrible in my room. Either it's too bright or too dark. So anyways, this is a 1.5 inch black flower from Craft Supplies 1. And then underneath is a doily, and I put my doilies away. Dang it, I was gonna save them out. But if you guys can kind of see, I put a doily down underneath, and then I put the 2 flowers on top of that. And then this is just a rosebud from my stash. And then this is I think a 1/2 inch pink Rose from Craft Supplies 1. And then this is just a Tim Holtz bird that I painted. And then everything that is like white on top is that Snow Text stuff. I love that stuff. And then here is these Prima wood leaves I've had in my stash. And then these are just flowers from my stash. Let's see, these 3. And then this is a white 1/2-inch rose from Craft Supplies 1. And then this is like a pink, like a darker pink 1/2-inch rose right there. And then over here on the side, this charm is from Craft Supplies 1. And then I just took and painted it with the same colors that I did for the wood underneath. I just painted it the same colors. And then in the middle I put a half-back pearl from Craft Supplies 1 in the middle. And then right here is a heart doily, one of the heart doilies, and I just stuck it right there. And actually what happened was I went to break off or cut off like the little loop, because this is like a charm that hangs, and I actually ended up breaking one of these other loops like right here. So I covered it. I just turned it upside down and covered it up, but I thought it was still really cute. And then underneath this is some black organza trim, you know, the ruffled stuff. I used it on this on the top right here. So I just stuck that down right there, and then I put this little shabby chic silk flower from Craft Supplies 1. And then this is a 1/2-inch white one, a 1/2-inch pink one. These are 2 different colors of pink, if you can see that. And then this is a white, or no, a cream rosebud from Craft Supplies 1, the new parchment paper ones. And then this leaf is another Prima wood leaf. So that's what I did there. And then right here is another one of the black roses. There's like a, it's like a darker pink and a cream color 2-tone flower from Craft Supplies 1. And then there's another pink one, and then that's a Prima lamppost, and then a Tim Holtz bird charm that I just snipped the little loop off of it. And I just glued all that down right there. And then this flower's from my stash. I think I did that one. I did the top there. Here on the front. The front actually wasn't that bad to put the paper on. Just kind of, what I did is I actually measured back here. And then, you know, I measured that spot, and then, so I did this top piece first, and I just held it up there to where, you know, I wanted the peak of the paper to go, and then I just took and measured it, or, you know, cut it to where, or marked, sorry, where these little eaves are. And then I just took my ruler and measured it, you know, kind of drew it out on the back, and just cut it until I got it to fit right. And then the same thing, I actually ended up just taking the bottom piece of that paper and putting it down there. And I just ended up having to cut the bottom to fit. So that was actually pretty easy. Easier than I thought it was going to be. And then over here is a cameo that I think Marla Rizzo gave to me. And then what I did is I took this trim that I put on the sides here. I just took and glued it to the back of the cameo. And I kind of pleated it a little bit so that it would kind of ruffle up, as you can kind of see right there. So it would kind of ruffle up around the cameo. And then I took that Snow Text and kind of went over it, and then I wiped it so it would just kind of leave like a white back a little bit. And then there's another black 1.5-inch flower, and then this is a fuchsia color 2-tone from Craft Supplies 1. And then that's another white 1/2-inch. And this one's from my stash, and this one, and then there's another pink 1/2-inch, and there's another Prima leaf right there. Back in there, if you guys can see that. so that is my design team project for Craft Supplies 1. If you guys have any questions, let me know. And also, she's having like a flash sale for the next 72 hours. And I forgot to mention it in the beginning, but I'll put the information below. And I believe everything is 20% off. 20 or 25, but I'll put all the information because I forgot to look before I did my video. And I know that it's like on her flowers and mesh bling and a couple other things. So I will put everything below and go check out her store. And I appreciate everyone for watching. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.